Our lovers, Scorpio Nation and their lovers, welcome to your December 2019 astrological sign reading. Now remember, when you are watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You have to watch your moon, your Venus, as well as your rising, and then you have to watch your person's placements in those areas. And it's so easy to get your birth chart done because all you need is your name, date of birth, and the city where you were born. If you have your birth time, that'll be beautiful. Then you get something really accurate. But if not, you can still get the main placements. Okay. All right, so let's get into your reading now, guys. Just to make sure that these readings keep on coming, please, I'm going to ask you to, when the video is done, like, share, or subscribe to the channel. Make a comment down below. If it's an angry face, sad face, devil face, I don't care. Make a comment down below. And if it's possible, after the reading, go back and just click on any one of the ads that are attached to the video, because all that is revenue for the channel, and because I'm doing this full time, it really helps me keep this channel going, buying oracle cards, keeping everything fresh for you guys. Or you guys can always donate oracle cards. I have a Miami address and they will send it to me. Okay, so you can check out my wish list. Whatever is your energy exchange, everything is welcome. All right, guys, so let's get into this reading. Ooh, who's coming forth to talk to their Scorpio? We have a trickster energy, but it's a good trickster energy. This person transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So this person is pretty unique. And Scorpio likes unique people. I'm not surprised, right? You like the mystery and intrigue because you are mysterious and intriguing yourself. Okay, so that's understandable. This is usually my Virgo card. So some of you guys are dealing with Virgo, and Virgo and Scorpio have an undeniable connection, because we're talking about Pluto, the god of the underworld. We're talking about the Virgin. So that's basically Persephone and Hades, right? And the legend with them, she spends 3 months out of the year in the underworld with him. So they have their undeniable attraction going. So I'm not surprised that a lot of you will have Virgo partners. It's a powerful, sexy connection. Anyway, yeah, I digress. So we have someone who is not conventional. They're marching to the beat of their own drum or their own magician's hat, whatever it is. They're not interested in what people think about them, right? They're very connected to spirit at this point in time, and they're doing a lot of healing, and part of that healing is closing out old cycles. You see that? Yeah, old cycles or old patterns of behavior. This person may also be a Reiki master, because this looks like the Shokore, doesn't it? And we have Midas Miser in reverse. Now, every time I see this card, I think about this person has a heart blockage or a heart wall. Okay, very tough to let people in. Sounds like Scott. Right? So it says hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So this is a fear of giving yourself away. This is a fear of being open, because I guess in this person's foundation, there was a lack. There could have been a lack of money. So this person grew up with poverty consciousness. So they're always thinking that there's never going to be enough. So they're always in there in the material world, but in a kind of obsessive kind of way. And this is someone who also is what I call a love collector, right? So they collect people's emotions. So they always have a fan base of adoring fans. So whenever they're feeling down, they go take a hit. So that they can deal with life, and then they come back, right? So this is one of those love collectors. I call them love collectors. Some people call them narcissists, but I call them love collectors, right? The love collectors, right? So they don't have any love for themselves inside. So they have a fan base that generates all that energy, and whenever they're ready, just plug into that supply, feel good, and they're good to go, right? We have beggar, but in the upright. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So what I'm getting, this might be a transitional energy. Maybe this is what this person was in the past, but I'm getting this person is noticing that, you know, they weren't seen before, right? But they're noticing that they have been just running in the same cycle over and over again, and that's because this person had low self-esteem, or they were incredibly codependent. So now what has happened? I am getting that they've had an awakening. This is why we have this trickster energy. And, you know, this awakening is making them do something unconventional to them, and something unpredictable to them. They're doing something different with their life. So then right now they're confronting their empowerment. They're empowering themselves. And the way that they are empowering themselves is through being humble and not arrogant. Having compassion for others and having compassion for themselves. So that means forgiving themselves and forgiving others. And then we also have working on their self-esteem here. Okay, let me take off a bit of the light here. It's a bit too much light. Okay. Yeah, because it was... Oh, sorry, guys. Guys, I'm sorry for this. Let me just make an adjustment for you. I don't want too much light and don't want too little. Okay, good. Right? Yeah, because there should always be a balance between the dark and the light, right? Right. So this they're really working on their self-esteem, and perhaps when it's all said and done, then they won't need this fan base, they won't need this crutch, they won't need this narc supply. Okay. Then we have here rescuer in reverse. So as I was saying, this person was operating in lack. They have a big hole in their heart. There's a big void. Right? And they hide it behind their ego, right? But there's a big void, right? Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. So we're talking about deliberately establishing a template of codependency in their partners, or attracting partners to themselves who are codependent, because they need this person needs to be needed, right? They need to rescue. Keeps the rescued one I'm sorry, guys. Keeps the rescued one needy. So they rescue people, they see someone is vulnerable, they rescue them, and they make sure that they stay vulnerable. Instead of empowering that person, they ensure that this person remains vulnerable so that they can remain rescuing this person. Okay, so that they can fuel their ego. It's a constant ego stroke. It's a setup for a constant ego stroke. Okay, maybe I am supposed to pull this from the top. We have destroy and reverse, and this is actually my Scorpio and my Aries card, right? So destroy and reverse, what we have here: intoxication with destructive power. I told it's not a narcissism, destroying other people's dreams and potential, because they don't want anybody to move on. They don't want anybody to empower themselves. They don't want anybody to have self-esteem. So, you might, say, okay, well, I have this idea for a great business, whatever it is. No, this person's going to shoot down your idea, and they're going to chop it down, and they're going to attack your self-esteem, because if you get independent, then you don't need them, right? So this person needs to be needed, which incidentally is also another Virgo trait. Need to be needed. We have I made this card the other day. So you're the second sign that it actually popped up in. It popped up in Sagittarius yesterday. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with Sagittarius, right? It says love. Bring love into the situation. So this is what this person is trying to do. They're trying to bring love into the situation. Not just the situation with you, but the first relationship that they need to have, which is that relationship itself. Because this person was lacking self-love. That's why they were doing all that shit. That's why they were destroying other people's dreams. That's why they were rescuing people and they needed to be needed. That's why they were creating a fan base. So they might have a harem of persons so that they can tap into that kind of energy whenever they need to make themselves feel good. But now they're recognizing that they need to bring love into the situation, because they were operating in fear all this time. Fear of facing their own judgment. Fear of facing self. They were running from self. Right? Because I think there's a lot of shit that happened to this person in their childhood that they just buried really deep, surrounded it with their ego, and they just didn't want to face it. Didn't want to face it at all. We have Knight in reverse. What's this? Allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. romantic delusions. So this person, they pledge their loyalty to toxic relationships or toxic people, because they don't know what real romance and real love is all about. They're now learning. They're now learning what this is about. They're now learning this. Okay? And here we have Samaritan. Refines your capacity to help those you prefer to ignore. So this person in their core, in the bright side of what of their rescuing, right? So this is as I told you, it's a and that's why I did that thing with the blind, right? It's a fight between the dark and the light with this person. So this is them at core. They love to help people, but in the past, or what they're transitioning out of, is helping people for their own self-aggrandizement. Okay, this is what they were before. They were rescuing people not to help people. Before, they were rescuing people to feel good, to feel like they are somebody, right? But at core, the divine aspect of themselves, they really do enjoy helping others. They really do. So we're getting a lot of transitional energy, and I saw that for the signs, especially as we come out of Scorpio season and we enter into Sagittarian season, there's going to be that push-pull, especially in the Twin Flame Collective, right? There is going to be that push-pull. Should I stay as my old self, or do I let these Scorpionic energies and that Sagittarian energies push me into transition? And let's get one more card. Oh, we got two. We're going to take it. We have just, you see, they're trying to get themselves into balance. So the light and the dark is a constant tug of war. And that's why we talked about Hades and Persephone today, because it's about light and the dark, light and the dark, light and the dark, right? And this is what's going on. So this person's trying to find balance, right? Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power, right? So they're trying to get themselves into balance, right? What I told you. And it all has to do with their childhood. We have child wounded. What's this? Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resist moving on through forgiveness. So I think this is this person's main block right now. When they learn to forgive themselves and forgive others, then they're going to fully make this transition here. But in the meantime, they're struggling to forgive, especially the people who hurt them in the past, right? Which is the basis of their narcissistic tendencies, right? So this person isn't a narcissist, but they have narcissistic behaviors and tendencies, and they built that over time in order to protect themselves because of some shit that happened in the past. All right, so let's look at your person's general emotional health. Because for Scorpio season, we were only picking up on depression. So let's see if the Sagittarian energies has brought any kind of shift to that. So these emotions aren't necessarily connected to you, but they could be when we clarify, we'll see. But this is just the mood that they're in, because all these cards and these cards help us identify what's happening in their life right now. So we know spiritually, this set for me is like spiritual and emotional changes, right? So spiritually, we know this person, and emotionally, we know this person is in transition, right? They're trying to make big changes in their life right now. There's a tug on war between the light and the dark in this person. Let's see what's happening with them just in their emotional space, because that gives us a clue as to what's happening in their life. So they're closing off cycles, it seems. All right, so this person's anxious. We're going to clarify and see what they're anxious about. But you know what? Any change is stressful. Any change can make anybody nervous, because it's a walking into the unknown, right? Oh, they're shocked at something. Let's see. We have them greed. How interesting. But we shouldn't be surprised, because we saw that they were operating in lack mentality before, right? And we have how wonderful. I'm actually recording this reading on Thanksgiving, right? And we have gratitude. The gratitude card pops out. How beautiful. How wonderful. All right, let's clarify some of these cards, and we'll get another row. Why is your person anxious? Oh, because of you. They think that you've withdrawn completely, especially if you're a Cancer. This is definitely a message for you. I'm sorry, if you're dealing with a Cancer, or maybe you have strong Cancer in your chart, right? This is, and that's why I tell you, watch your sun, moon, and rising, and Venus, right? So, they think you've, what's the song that's coming to me? Oh my God. My princess gone far, far away. I can't remember the name of the song. It's a reggae song. Anyway, so they think that you're gone. You're gone. You're done. You're done with them. Maybe that's why they're shocked. Let's see. Maybe they're surprised that you would actually disconnect from this connection. What are they shocked about? So they are manifesting a new beginning in love because they're learning to love themselves. And because they're learning to love themselves now, they're recognizing that they were very unfair to you. But what they're also shocked about, there's something happening for those of you who your partner is in a karmic relationship. There's something happening with the karmic here that was very unjust, that's pushing this person to move into self-love and to manifest a new beginning in love for themselves. Spirit, tell us about that situation. What's happening? All right, somebody was feeling trapped, manifesting a new beginning. Yeah, because they had a total breakdown of the ego. They had a total breakdown of the ego. Spirit, what happened? Something happened here. Oh, karmic had a lover. Oh, wow. Justice was served. Karmic had a lover. Shit. So for some of you, the karmic or the third party, if your person was in another situation, that person also had a lover. And that really broke your person's ego. Because remember, we know that this person had a lot of ego. We know that. We saw that with the first cards. This really broke your person's ego. Their person had a lover. Oops. Alrighty. So what is the greed about? Is this also related to the karmic? What's this? Okay, so there is some kind of disillusion, a dissolution of a relationship here. It could be a divorce that's happening here. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it's an end to a third party because somebody was lying. Somebody wasn't telling the truth. This person was greedy. They might have been stealing money from your person. Let's get another card. Yeah, you see, it was all an illusion. Your person was under a lot of illusions. But also greed here can also talk to one of the parties in this connection here and was exploring their options with other people. Not just one other person, maybe several. And somebody found out. And that's been that your person's shocked. So I'm getting whoever they were with, if they were in another situation, that person also had a lover. Now it could be they could be shocked that some of you might have moved on and went to someone else. It could be that. And even though they are with someone else, they want to have their cake and eat it too. They're greedy. That's for some of you. Why is gratitude here? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Cups, 8-8. That's the eternal love, right? We have the Eight of Wands. And have Judgment. This person is awake. So what they are recognizing now that they are awake, they're recognizing that they no longer want to put any time and effort into situations that are no longer for their highest good. Now this could be a job. This karmic could be a job. This could be this could be an intimate partner. They no longer want to put the time and effort into it because they've woken up and they recognize exactly who they love and who loves them. And who's loyal to them. And who their heart is loyal to. Let's get another row of cards for the emotional state. We have sad. Again, this is related to you. They already told me that. This is related to you, especially as I'm recording this on Thanksgiving Day, especially today. They are sad that they're not spending, possibly not spending it with you. We have envious. I'm getting, this is a jealousy card. This person that you're with, very jealous. Look at here again, suspicious. They really think that you are with someone else. But they have hope in the situation, because I really do think that there's another situation that is coming to an end. I do believe that. Let's get 2 more. They're very insecure, and that's why maybe if you have not heard from this person, know that they are thinking about you, but they are very insecure. They have a lot of insecurities, and it goes again way back to their childhood. Let's get some more cards, see what's going on here. We have haunted. They're haunted by their past actions. They're haunted by the past. They're haunted by their self-defeatist thoughts. We have repulsed. We're going to see what that is about. We have scared. Oh, we read this one already. And we have contemplative. So they're in hangman mode. So let's clarify and see. What are they haunted by, Spirit? They really do think that you have someone else, you know. They think that you're exploring their options. Yeah, they do. They're also haunted by some of the lies that they told in the past. And they're also haunted by their behavior in the past. They might have been the one that was exploring all the other options. But now, they don't want to juggle anymore. They know what they want. What are they repulsed by? We see them in hangman mode again. The high priestess. I'm getting the repulsed by some sort of secret. Yeah, there's some kind of truth that came into this person. Some kind of secret that somebody was hiding from them. Yeah, somebody was giving to another situation. So if you know that your person is with someone else, they are repulsed by that person because that person was given to another situation. If you know that they're not with someone else, they're repulsed by their own behavior in the past, because they're now getting a new perspective on their behavior, and they're really repulsed by what they saw. Spirit, why is scared here? We have conflict and mind games. We have 10 of... This person's afraid of losing you. You know, when, you know, I'm getting... Like, they did something to you. There was some kind of a big falling out or whatever. And at the time, they felt really good about it. They felt really smug, right? Yes, I vanquished my enemies, right? But now they're recognizing, yeah, you're not the enemy. Like, you're their destiny. This is how they see you. You're their destiny, and they think that they might have lost you for good. They might have pushed you away for good. All right. So let's see this person's headspace where you're concerned. Headspace for you. When this person thinks about you, thinks about this connection, where's their head at? We have King of Swords in reverse, Aquarius energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, upright, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the World reverse, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus energy. We have the Five of Wands reverse, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. We have the Ten of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the Tower, Scorpio, Aries energy. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries. And we have the Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All right, so when this person thinks about you, thinks about this connection, they're thinking about their lies from the past. They're thinking about how they may have ruthlessly cut you out of their life, and that's because they were trying to close themselves off from you. They didn't want to let you or anybody deep inside, because as I told you, this person had a heart wall. That was the second card that came out. You see, look at the heart wall right here. And that's why they dive into the material world and, you know, hoard money, hoard things, hoard people. They just don't have enough, right? Miser, right? Same miser card. So they were just trying to keep you out, right? And this is a cycle that they have been trapped in for a very long time. We picked that up in the first instance too, right? They've been trapped in the same cycle. So they were in a karmic cycle. And because they were in a karmic cycle of keeping people out and, you know, chasing people away who really had their best interests of heart, they might have ruthlessly cut you out of their life. It could have been a lot of third-party interference. But what this person wants to do right now is they want to squash the conflict, right? They want to squash the conflict. And I'm going to take off these bracelets because they're making too much jingly noises. They want to squash the conflict. And the reason why they want to squash the conflict is because you are the Ten of Cups. So they identified you up here as their Ten of Pentacles, and now they're identifying you here as their Ten of Cups. So it's total wish fulfillment on all levels. They see the abundance, they see the emotional nourishment, they see everything. They see their future in your eyes. That's a song, isn't it? Right? I think it's Michael Bolton, right? When you love a woman, right? They see your future, right? So, and this realization has been a massive tower moment for this person. Coming to this realization that they may have ruined the best thing that ever happened to them. It was it crumbled all their social programming, all the structures that they had built around their hearts and in their life, and really crumbled. So here they are thinking about you. Their passionate queen. The queen that's so connected to spirit. The queen, she no nonsense queen. No nonsense. She's passionate, but she has boundaries, right? And they want to come and collaborate with you. But for some of you guys, there's definitely still a third party here. Let me clarify what they want to do about this third party. So they do want to collaborate, but there's also that element of the third party because we have the karmic here also, right? So there might be children involved in this third party, or it could be they want to collaborate and have children with you because they view you as a soulmate. I'm getting it's the two meanings. They want to collaborate and have children with you because they feel that you're a soulmate, but I do think that there is a third party here at play. Okay, alrighty, so what's blocking this connection right now? What's blocking this connection? Spirit, what's blocking this connection? We have Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. We have the Lovers in reverse, Gemini, and we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so what am I getting from this? What's blocking this connection? Somebody's not expressing their emotions. That's one. And somebody is not coming back to apologize and take accountability for their actions. Somebody's in hangman mode, so they are suspended. They're looking, observing, trying to get a different perspective on things and really get their head right. Sorry guys. Yeah, they're trying to extract the wisdom from the experience and see what is the path forward. Somebody's trying to make a choice in love. This card could also represent someone not following their heart as well. And somebody has abandonment and codependency issues. Okay? So that is what is blocking the connection as we speak. So if this resonates for you, please join me in the extended. And there we're going to have a look at this person's heart space energy for you, what they might be hiding from you, messages from their 3D self, messages from their 5D self, and potential actions towards you by the end of December. Okay? And remember guys, one click does so much. So please click one of the ads, click like, put a comment down below to keep these free videos flowing. Okay? Okay guys, bye. Take care.